with Renee Cruz, owner and barber here at Limitless Barber Lounge in Grand Prairie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here, man. I appreciate you having me, man. I'm excited to be a part of this episode, this podcast, and the culture that you're trying to drive all together. You know, the Hank's hustle and health. Like, as a man, that's all we got. We got our
Yeah.
hustle and our health, you know, and everything else follows after that, you know. So, thank you for having me, bro.
Oh yeah, no, that's no problem. Um, man, I wanted to ask you, how'd you get started in this? Like, what drove you to want to be a barber?
Man, it's in my bloodline, bro. So, it goes back into the 40s. You know, my grandpa's older brother started barbering, and then my grandpa did barbering for a little while back in the day. And then my parents got into it, and they started a salon that was called 2000 Hair Station back in 1999. So from 1999 up until 2019, 2020 or so, they ran a good business that put food on the table and, you know, constantly provided for, you know, my parents and my family. So definitely thankful to be, you know, raised up in that culture. It was a salon, but I learned a lot when it came to cleanliness, you know, the way things look, the presentation, how you treat your people, how you treat your customers, and I'm thankful to be, you know, raised in that environment. So yeah, once they retired, that's whenever I branched out with Limitless, started the idea back in 2020, and you fast forward almost 4 years later. Because we started in 2021, so we're going on year 4 of actually being an established business. And yeah, I mean that's where we are now.
Yeah, because I remember it wasn't Limitless whenever I was coming here.
Yeah, it's back 2000 Hair Station, yes sir.
Yeah, and you only had 2 chairs.
Yeah, yeah, me and my mom. So it used to be, you know, a lot of the clients that I still have, they talk about all the time that they remember, you know, the wall being split down the middle. And even before we had the wall, you know, we added the wall whenever my career as Cruz the Barber really started taking off. Like, hey, we actually had a couple ladies complain because, you know, I had dudes coming in, so I
Yeah.
didn't want to have no. Um, at the time, you know, I didn't want to have no Mexican lady music on at the shop whenever I was trying to
Yeah.
treat to my clients, you know. So we'd have music on and conversations and stuff. And we had a couple ladies like, "Do y'all really got to talk about women like that? Y'all really got to talk about this like that?" And so that's whenever me and my mom like, "Look, let's go half on making your suite. I have my suite, and we just both do our own thing."
Yeah.
Kept it on the 2000 Hair Station, and I mean, I was just making my name on social media and just, you know, word of mouth. And yeah, so back when it was that wall, it was just, you know, 2 stations. Me and my boy Luis. He worked with my mom prior to, you know, putting up that wall, and we kind of came up together when it came into, you know, barbering and actually starting to take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was just me and him. My mom had hired another person in between that, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stories that are to come from that, man. Like a lot of, at that time, it was, you know, we were building, but I was young, bro. I was,
Oh yeah, I remember.
you know, so we were, even though we were doing our things as professional barbers, it was really a place for the homies to come, you know, enjoy themselves, bring some beers, bullshit, and it's grown to be a lot more than that, you know. So
Yeah.
a lot of my clients have, you know, they're like, man, I miss them days, you know. But we were all kids, you know. A lot of my kids, I mean, a lot of my clients, like, we grew up together, you know.
Yeah. You talking about being 20, 21 at the time.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, even before then, shit, I remember being 18, 19, and, you know, still having that same culture, you know, or
Yeah.
building that culture to what it was for whenever we turned 20, 21, and all that good stuff, you know, which is still a young ass age, but yeah.
So how did the 2 chairs come into this? Like, did you buy your mom out? Did she just give you her suite?
Nah, whenever it turned into Limitless.
Yeah.
So the story behind that, man, is
Cause you can't just be like, "Hey, mom, I'm getting big. You gotta get out." Give me your
nah,
space."
it wasn't nothing. She didn't even want me to be here, bro.
Yeah.
She didn't want me to be here. She was ready, like, she was ready to leave the game, and I was ready to go full fledged into it, you know. So she was just like, hey, at the time, that was under different management, different ownership. The whole building was. So she was like, hey, like, these dudes are playing crazy games, you know. Like, I don't even want you to deal with the stress that comes with dealing with these people. So go on and find, you know, a different place that's more suitable for you, that you can just start your own thing. So for like 2 weeks, bro, I was running around the whole city, all the Grand Prairie, meeting after meeting with commercial realtors and all that stuff. And I found a couple spots that I liked, but in between that, or during that time, the leasing agency had reached out to my mom and told her like, hey, you know, we know you're getting ready to retire and get out the game, and we don't want you to break lease because then that'll force us to do X, Y, and Z. So, being that your son is just looking to start his own business, have him take over your lease, and you can wipe your hands. You don't have to worry about breaking lease or anything like that. And if your son decides to stay, he can stay. If not, cool. We just want you to finish out your lease.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how that happened. There was, since she was ready to go, there was no buyout process or nothing. It was just, hey, thank you for taking care of the lease. Good luck to you, and figure that shit out. So at the time, I was not ready for a place of this size. You know what I'm saying? It was just me and JD at that time. And he had just got here from the Valley, so he was new to the game when it came to like building clientele. His skills were already crazy, but he was still, getting accommodated to the difference of cutting hair in the Valley compared to cutting hair in Dallas or Grand Prairie.
Yeah, it's different.
It's way different.
A lot of mullets down there.
A lot of mullets, fades, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Dudes just trying to get out the door quick.
Yeah.
Here it's like dudes want to get pampered. You know what I'm saying? They're paying that extra because, they know what's coming with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And that's, I mean, just speaking for myself, I know that's why I prefer going to a barber, because you do get that pampering.
yeah. Yep.
You know?
100%. I mean, it depends on, not all barbers are going to give you that pampering,
Yeah,
though. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely a Limitless is that place you're going to get it, And I'm sure there's plenty of other places, but here, like, the guys, the past 4 years, like, we've been catering to building, like, the utmost service that somebody's going to walk out feeling heard, respected, fresh, and, ready to take on the world, and knowing that they got somewhere to come back to where the vibe's always going to be the same,
Yeah. And I mean, I see, too, a lot of the guys that have came, they've been here for a minute. Like, as you've grown, they've stayed. They ain't coming and going, fast. Like, so I guess my question is, have you had those individuals that have came and just went, and no one's seen?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a few. I think we're up to 3 right now. 3 people. 4. I'm sorry. 3 or 4. 1 or 2. I can't. But as I talk about it, I remember. First one being this one dude, man, that came from Philly. And I really don't even want to speak on his name.
We ain't gotta say no
names.
names. No names.
He came from Philly, man, and he approached me super professional, bro. Like this long ass paragraph, like, "Hey, good morning, brother. Like, I'm such and such. I'm looking to plug in a barbershop that's providing brotherhood and professionalism and everything." And so I was just like, cool. Like, he was an older dude. He was in his 35, 36. So for hiring a barber, you're not used to a younger dude to somebody in his 20s.
Yeah.
But I was just like, all right, being that he's an older dude, he's probably looking for something that's really stable, somewhere to really grow. So I was like, bet, let's do it. He approached me super professional, and I loved everything about it. So I was like, let's run it. And to be he was gonna be the first dude to work at Limitless, and I love that because I want diversity here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want the mixed cultures and all that. You know what I'm saying? So he came through, bro, and little by little his attitude started changing, and come to find out he was working a part-time job to be able to afford rent and all this shit, cost of living, while building his career. And I was cool with that because we were still growing as a shop ourselves.
Yeah.
And while his attitude starts changing, I'm having to talk to him hey, bro, even the clients are starting to notice what's going on. Are you not happy here? Or is there something I could be doing better? Let me know, because I've never been the type that I think I'm just doing everything right. I always tell the guys, if there's something that I'm doing wrong, if you feel like there's something I could be doing better, if there's something I need to tighten up on, bro, let me know. I'm gonna be the first to let you know to let me know.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the barbershop is a team.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Ain't no one making money if everybody's unhappy.
Exactly. Yeah, the barbershop ain't one person. It ain't. It's everybody's attitude, everybody's energy makes the day-to-day, at a barbershop. And it's big. I'm sure it's like that at anywhere you go work at. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, turns out that dude was building his own suite the whole time, while working here. So he was just trying to build up his clientele to just, once that suite was done, boom, gone out the door. So luckily, I was able to catch on to everything that was going on beforehand, and I let him go before he was like, bro, let me get another 2 weeks, and I was just like, bro, a lot could happen in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? A lot could happen in 3 days. You feel me? So respectfully. He wasn't even licensed at the time, so I didn't care that I was like pretty much firing him the day of. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, bro, like you're not even. I'm taking a chance on you not being licensed so that you can get your shit together and build here, and you just gonna dip. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I thought that was like fucked up, like some real snake shit. So, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? God be with him. You know that didn't affect us at all. You know, the business kept growing, and after that came my dude Adrian. That he didn't leave on some like any kind of nonsense like
Bad
that.
blood.
Yeah, you know, him and his wife had moved down here from California. You know, he saw the shop online and he was already thinking about moving here. I told his ass like, bro, go check out all the other shops you have in mind. Come here last. Like I want you to come here last. I want this to be the last place you see when it comes to what Dallas has to offer for barbershops.
Yeah.
He said based off of that, like he was just like, bet that's where I want to work. He didn't even go look at any other shop. Came straight here. Gave it like a month trial before he actually making the move, and like the energy was just dope, bro. Like he plugged in with us fucking beautifully. He even helped us elevate our customer service. Like our customer service was good. He came in and on some Chick-fil-A shit, you know, like hey, good, you know, just beautiful greetings down to like my name is Adrian, so on and so, you know, like just next level shit, you know. So he came through, not only helped us elevate, but you know, brought in great energy to where everybody just attracted to him in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So him and his wife moving down here, being in mid-20s and not having any family down here, and he bought a house that was like 35 minutes away from here. So it got a little bit of a drive whenever she was on her second pregnancy, you know, with a 2-3-year-old kid at home, and he's 35 minutes away. And I mean, as a barber, you got to work long hours. You got to be here in the morning. You got to stay, you know, an hour later, get here an hour early, stay an hour late to build your clientele, you know. So he got to the point where he's just like, bro, like she's, you know, having a few complications, and I just been getting like anxiety almost of being so fucking far that, you know, so much could happen within even 35 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
So he's like, I love being here. I can't wait to, you know, maybe you open up a shop closer, and, you know, I'm right back in as soon as it makes sense for like how far it is, you know.
Yeah.
So the plan for him is to come back. And so that wasn't on any bad blood. And then, you know, we got my guy Mark that came from Kansas, and that dude came in, bro, and, you know, really made a name for himself. Like the name that he uses now was created by one of the barbers here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was like, it was awesome to see his career just pretty much be reborn. You know what I'm saying? From whoever he was in Kansas, you know, because he'll talk about how like he was fucking up out there, and he came out here looking to be a new
I
person.
remember.
Yeah,
I remember
you know?
his bio.
Yeah, so and he did just that, bro. He came out here, no clientele, he ain't know nobody. From, you know.
So he left?
Yeah, he's gone.
Damn.
Yeah, he's gone. He you know what I'm saying? I let him slide being unlicensed too. I took the chance on him, hoping he would get it. And the week that he got licensed, bro, was out the door. So I was just like, all right, you know, it is what it is. You know, some people are gonna just move how they move. I don't feel no type of way because I did the absolute best to, you know, help him grow his career. I'm not saying his career grew because of me, but I know I did my best to help him.
You gave him the opportunity.
You know what I'm saying? So I live with that. You know, I'm good. Yeah. I sleep. I don't lose any sleep at night. I pray his career keeps going well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, and that comes with it. You know, some people are gonna. I saw this one saying to where it's like everybody wants to be a light until you realize that lights attract mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying? And that speaks volumes, bro, because it turned into a thing that everybody wants to be a part of, but very few have the work ethic and the morals to keep up with what's been provided. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of self-motivation, bro, to wake up and be a professional barber every day, of caring about your, you know, each client that sits in your chair, and, you know, making sure that each haircut is as good as it can be, and, you know, maintaining good energy with your coworkers on a day-to-day basis. You know, it's a lot that comes with this shit that, you know, looks cool, but you really got to be locked in mentally as a man to even provide that good type of energy that people want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Because spending so much time together and all that shit, like you can peep who somebody is so quick. You know what I'm saying? And it's good. You have to be raw. You have to be authentic as a barber because people pick up on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot that comes with this shit, you know, and into the growth of all of that, you know, from the 2 chairs to that kid that didn't know anything about none of this, you know, thought opening a shop was just putting up some chairs. Everybody wants to be excellent every day. Hell no, bro. It's even you know, as the owner, you know what I'm saying? Like being with like, just for example, 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, that you know, we just buried my pops, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I took some time off for that, but even through that whole little grieving process, like I still had to show up here and put out good energy, and because to me, it's an example that like my world could be falling apart outside, but as long as I'm showing up to work and giving it my all, I know it's gonna get better at some point outside. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that just because shit's going bad outside doesn't mean I should come fuck it up inside as well. You know what I'm saying? And I
Is that some stuff that your pops taught you? Like, what influence did he have on you?
man, pops was, you know, don't matter what's going on, bro. Life keeps going. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like as a man, we got shit to take care of. We got people to take care of, and if as a man, we don't have time to sit down and be sad. Like, yeah, you be a little sad while you're driving where you're going, bro. But as soon as you get there, like, you got to lock back into who you are. You know, not who you are when you're sad, but who you are on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So my pops has a really big impact on me in that way of, you know, staying strong in life and knowing that shit happens, but you can't let it throw it off. Let it throw it off your course. You just got to roll with the punches. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, no, pops definitely has a big role, and you know, I thought about coming into work the day he died, just because I was just like, that's kind of what pops would have done, you know, just gotta go get the bread, you know, gotta, and it's not just about making money, but about, you know, staying firm to who you are and what you do, you know, and he drove me to be a workaholic, bro, like in a good way, you
Yeah.
know, it's not, I'm not working towards nothing, like what I've built with these guys, it's like we're all working hard daily, but working towards something. You know, it's not just a day to day thing. You know, um, and yeah, I mean, pops definitely had a big impact on that, bro. Because I there wasn't any days, you know, and any tragedies that ever happened where I saw pops like break down for a whole week, and you
Yeah.
know, it was never that, bro. It was always just, all right, I gotta be up in the morning, so I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just get back to it, bro. It's a choice. You know, we might have never talked about it, but seeing that, you know, it's a choice at the end of the day, bro. It's a
Yeah.
choice to sit down and be sad, and you can be sad and still choose to be proactive. You know, knowing that like, okay, if I sit here and I lay here and I sit here and reminisce on videos and pictures, and you're gonna be sad, bro. You're gonna put yourself in depression. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if you understand, like, all right, look, you know, for me, it's like he's gone. You know, ain't nothing I can be sad about. Ain't nothing I can cry about. Ain't nothing I can pray about that's gonna bring him back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at the end of the day, I live that he's in peace. I live with I live knowing that he's in peace, resting in heaven, and he was a bad motherfucker that built a bad motherfucker to keep shit going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate my boy Lucky for talking to me a couple days, you know, after he died, cause I had some shit that I felt happen, and you know, he was like, nah, bro, it did happen. Yeah, for me, like initially it was like some fucking supernatural scary shit that I was just like, yo, I'm kind of tripped out. He's like, nah, bro, you're tripping. Like that did happen, but not in the way you're thinking. Like he was telling you, like, don't let me die, bro. Like his spirit, you
Yeah.
know, what y'all have built, who he's built, you know, to what's coming and to what's going. You know, there's shit that's already written that if you let this throw you off the ball and you go start crashing out or whatever that looks like, we ain't never gonna get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But getting
Cause
right
you,
back
you
on
still got his last name. You still represent him.
all day, every day, baby. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, oh yeah, man, Pops definitely has a big impact on how I move, man. Yeah.
Any when in the process of building a shop, because there's a commonality with men when they're building a business having relationship issues, most of them coming to an end. Did you have any of that building your shop?
Yes, and I'm gonna be real with you, like as solid as my girl is, bro. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we both learned a lot within the past 3 going on 4 years. Um, but there was a lot of times where I felt like I was too busy for somebody that was as good as her, like moral wise, that I was just like, dude, go get you somebody with a regular job that has regular hours, that has the most amount of time to love you, because that's what you deserve, you know. And so there was a couple times where I was just like, hey, I think we should just, I'm no good for you for right now because I'm so caught up in my own shit that I don't have time to extend that extra arm to be your man. You know what I'm saying? And every time she was like, dude, I'm not. Whenever I complained about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a
Yeah.
lot of barbers have girls that just sit bitching and moaning and shit, but for like, luckily for me, bro, she's always understood, and it was me just pushing her away because I was making myself so damn busy and not understanding that like she's here to help me, not. And I didn't, as a man, you don't want to just put your shit on somebody, like
Yeah.
business or personal, like it's just
Because as a barber, a lot of times y'all play that role for your customer to vent to. Like your customers coming and talking as you cutting them up.
yeah,
You know,
100%.
and they don't want the weight of their barber.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so but luckily, bro, she, she's proven that she's a ride or die, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's still there.
She saw the light at the end of the tunnel for you. She was down
Straight
for
up,
that ride.
straight up, bro. And I mean,
That's
even
what's up.
down to when they got real, about pop situation, bro. Like she stepped up for my family, bro. Like knowing that I was gonna, you know, make myself kind of like not forget about shit, but this is my getaway, bro. Like
Yeah.
this is my everything. You know what I'm saying? This is what I focus on, fucking 25 hours a day. Um, so she knew I was gonna be here. So she just calling my mom, checking up on my mom, hey, have you ate? Calling my siblings, how y'all doing grocery runs for us, not even having to ask. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
little things, bro, that you're kind of just like, God damn, girl, like I fucking love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't wait till you see this, baby, because I mean it. But yeah, bro. So I'm glad I'm blessed. That she was in like, all right, dumbass, like, you missing out. You know what I'm saying? I go give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. She knew what she wanted, and I know what I want, you know what I mean? And that's where we're here, you know what I'm saying? We're rocking strong, bro. We've learned a lot about each other. It's gotten to the point to where at first she thought I didn't like her family and shit, because at the end of the week, I'm drained, bro. Like talking to people all week, dealing with the dudes, with the guys chopping it up, just conversation after
Yeah.
conversation on a weekly basis, bro. By Saturday, bro, I'm fucking like, I don't give a fuck what's going on, bro. I don't want to talk to nobody, you know what I'm saying? And so she was just like, are you okay? Like, are you sure you want to be here? And I was just like, yeah, I'm chilling. Like, I'm literally just chilling. I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying the moment. And it wasn't until a couple years later she was just like, okay, I get it now. Like, you're just drained. And so now I can be honest with her, and if there's a function or something, and I'm fucking dead ass just drained, I know it's not gonna benefit us me being there. I'll just be like, babe, I'm gonna sit this one out. She completely understands, and I feel like that's big in a barber's relationship with his woman, because if she don't understand the lifestyle, bro, it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
This lifestyle is very different to any 9 to 5. It takes real grind, bro, real dedication to your day to day life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like any dude that can't just straight up be honest with their girl about themselves and be vulnerable about their feelings and why things have to be a certain way, the way you move and why you can't miss certain things. Like, if she can't understand that, bro, just, it ain't gonna work. Well, I'm not gonna say it ain't gonna work out, but it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna really have to work on being honest with each other on all levels, financial, because there's a lot of times where you're stacking up for something. This entire shit, it wasn't like I just had 100 bands to throw at it and now it is what it is. Like, no, it's that over a course of time. If you look at back, you look even looking back at the videos, bro. It was the shop has changed so much in the past 3 years because it was a constant move this,
Oh
move
yeah.
that. You know
I
what I'm saying?
remember there was a bar back there for a little
Yeah,
bit. You know.
yeah, man. So, and for me, it's just constant. There's been a constant like, all right, I need to run up 20 bands so I can throw it back in and make it look this way and make it look that way. And now we're here. Now we're at the beginning stages of not having to dump money. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
It
saying?
looks dope.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. So,
I guess going into finances, what what were you starting out charging cuts versus now?
when I started cutting hair, bro, haircuts were going for $12.
Dang.
$12, and I mean, mind you, the style of haircuts are completely different to what they are now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Back in the day, bro, it was as hard as it got was a comb over or a mohawk.
Yeah, you did a couple comb overs for me.
Yeah. And so yeah, like haircuts, you could get them out in 30 minutes back then. You
Yeah.
know, now what motherfuckers want, that they want curtain bangs and leave the fringe and texture the top and leave the bowl. Give me a low fade, like
Everybody got a beard that needs to be trimmed
that
up.
too, bro. Big
Yeah.
old beard. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, there's a lot more. Pretty much what society forced barbers to do was learn cosmetology, because all these new haircuts, it's all shear work, bro. It's all scissor work, you know.
But that's something that y'all learn in barber school, right?
Yes and no. You learn the basics. Cut an inch, cut 2 inches. You know,
Because
texturize the top.
a lot of people don't know the hours required for cosmetology versus barber is different. Barber requires more time and to know medical.
Yeah.
The red, white, and blue
Yeah.
stands for
Yeah.
something.
And what's even crazier is that it even went down. They used when I went to barber school, it used to be 1,500 hours. Now it's only 1,000.
Dang.
Yeah. So dudes can, like, somebody that really sees the vision of what being a barber is. I don't give a fuck how old you are, right? And you really put your hustle into what you're doing. And obviously you gotta have some money saved up to be comfortable while you're doing it. Dudes can literally go from not being a barber and they never picked up a clipper in their fucking life to a real grind, real hustle. 2 years, $80,000 to $100,000 a year. Not easy, but you look back and it's like, damn, that shit was easy. Yeah.
So $12 is what you were starting at. What are you at now?
Right now, I'm charging $65 for a haircut and $75 with a beard. And honestly, it's not by choice. I was chilling when I was charging $40, $50. One of my guys here was like, bro, I've only been cutting hair 3 years. You're really telling me the difference between my haircut and your haircut is $10? So that, like, kind of shifted something to me. And quite frankly, all this whole little community of barbers that are charging buku's money and they ain't worth a rat's ass, that's another reason that I was just like, bro, dudes are out here getting fucking finessed. Like, I at least give a fuck, you know? Like,
Yeah.
if you ask about me to the public of my barbering career, it's like I scoped the fucking hair to your head to make it look as good as it can to fit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what
Yeah.
I built my career on. And
And I think that's what your guys, I think that's what you look for in a lot of your guys too, because I remember my wife had taken our kid to another local barber shop around here, and I'm like, nah, like, that's not my barber. I don't trust it. And the fade, man, they didn't fade it in. There was like straight line there, almost like a chili bowl.
Yep.
I was like, hey man, I need one of them to fix this shit.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, man. And I for me, with you know, with my guys, the main thing I've always tried to instill, bro, is like, no, I'm not nobody's boss, but I'm here to encourage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm here to encourage people, you know. And as a leader, that's what you could do the best, is encourage people by example, right? What I've always preached, I didn't give a fuck if I was charging $35, $40, $50, $60. Once I hit a certain point of professionalism in my career, the main thing that always stayed in my head was, would I want to pay myself this $40? Would I want to pay myself this $65? No matter who it was. You know what I'm saying? It could be a 15-year-old kid that just begged his mom for 3 hours of her check because he really wants to get a haircut at Limitless. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think of it to that level, bro, because like sometimes it's what it is. You know, sometimes parents don't have the means to give their kids all this and that, but they understand, like, all right, let me have a good little haircut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, you know, they'll come in here, bro, and, you know, I try to do my best to influence, like, bro, like, we have to, it's like when you walk into a restaurant, bro, you know, if you walk into a McDonald's, yeah, it's a McDonald's, whatever, compared to if you go, I'll put it like this, if you went to Roadhouse compared to going to a 5-star steakhouse,
Yeah.
you're still getting a steak, but you're expecting a different service, a different quality, a different ambiance, a different vibe of the entire night of eating a steak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Two same plates, but two different places. You know what I'm saying? That you're paying a whole lot more for. And it's not just because we want to charge. It's like, no, it's all the little things that make a service is what we're looking into. You know what I mean? So
And I know that there's been some critics out there, you know, that say that y'all charge too much, but I think that there's more to it than what they see. You know, they're on the outside looking in, and it's like, man, you gotta be on the inside to understand. Because something else that you do is, you know, I've seen you give free haircuts for back to school.
oh yeah.
I'm like, what else do you do to give back?
So far it's been that 2 consecutive years of having a team to be able to go out and do stuff like that, of giving back haircuts. Moving forward is gonna be, I want, like, I've been in talks with there's a gym here in Grand Prairie, Iron Kingdom. They reached out to me and they said next or this year now, for us to pretty much collaborate our businesses to do a turkey drive. And you know, I know now that we have like this huge community of clientele doing a toy drive, you know, and all these little things of just continuing to give back to the community, bro, because at the end of the day, like, it's just, you have to give back, bro. You know, we're in here like, yeah, we're providing a service, bro, but people are coming in here to see us specifically, you
Yeah.
know, and to me, like, that means the world. You know, they could be going anywhere else in the world, anywhere else in the DFW. So, I mean, giving back. I wish I could say we've done more. You know what I mean? But I mean, and in the midst of things, like, I kind
And
of, I'll do shit and I forget. You know, but like,
yeah,
there's been a few merch drops that, you know, weren't necessarily up to like my standard, you know. So I was just like, and I had already invested $1,000 in doing this, but I didn't feel comfortable selling it because I'm selling something like a certain standard, you know what I'm saying?
with your name on it, literally.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So when this came to things like that, bro, I'll just give it away to the people that come in here, or sometimes I'll hold it, you know.
And I've seen too, man. You know, some of the dads that come in here with their sons. You know, y'all got like bags of chips, cookies,
Oh yeah,
candy. You know, y'all taking care of the kids
oh
as
yeah.
his pops is getting the cut.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. We do our best, man. We get extra donuts, you know, and then there nobody's eating donuts, you know. I was just, hey, is it okay if I give your kid a donut real quick? Because it's just a little thing, you know, that kids will
yeah,
remember. Like, man, I remember I ate a donut there when I was a kid, you know, like
yeah,
little crazy shit that I know 10 years from now, some kids will be like, yeah, bro, I remember you gave me a donut when I was a kid, you know, like
yeah.
there's those little moments that you're kind of like, damn, that's badass, you know, like little, I guess, little gems that you're just leaving around, you know, just wait, one day is gonna come back, cause it's happened. It's happened before Limitless. You know, there was this kid that, well, he's not a kid no more. He's a grown ass man. But at that time, back in the day, bro, he was like a 12-year-old kid, right? That he would get his haircut at 2000 Hair Station at the salon, and I didn't see this kid for years, bro, like 10 years almost. And I want to say it was already Limitless when he came back, and I'm cutting him, bro, and I'm just like, man, like, I know you, bro. You look mad familiar. I was like, yeah, bro. You know, you used to cut me up back in the day, and this and that. Bro had a whole full on beard now and shit. So it's cool to like run into these people that were once kids, and you know, we grew up at the same time, and now, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, we're both adults, and just catching up. What's up? What you doing? You know, and this and that, and you know, some people are still fucking off, and some people are doing really dope shit in this world. You know, and
Yeah.
it's cool to just see all the walks of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
Another question I got, man. What do you do, I guess, to keep the barbers here and not wanting to leave and branch out and start their own shop? Because I think that that's what happens with a lot of barbershops is that whenever they do get that clientele, I know you spoke on a couple of them, they get that clientele and they go start their own stuff, their own barbershop. Like, what what type of pay, I guess, like, do they rent their spot out for a month, a year, hourly? Like, what is it that you do outside of the culture and the brotherhood that y'all got that keeps them here?
Honestly, bro, I mean, everybody pays on a weekly basis, right?
Is it a flat rate or a percent?
Flat rate, flat rate, booth rent, and I do that because that's a big factor of, you know, a lot of shops are try to do commission, but that's not why barbers became barbers. You know what I'm saying? Barbers became barbers because they want money every day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, and I understand that. You know, like that's why that was a thing of why I loved being a barber as a kid is because I was getting money. You know, So one thing is booth rent, and I mean I don't charge cheap booth rent either. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure I'm one of the more expensive shops, if not in the city, then for sure on the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't I don't try to belittle people, bro. I don't try to act like I'm better than anybody because the shop is mine. I treat everybody as an individual, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand that there's shit that happens outside of, they have lives, bro. Some of these dudes are fathers and husbands, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not forcing them to do shit besides, trying to pull out the best of them and, remind them that, like, hey, bro, like, there's a better version of you. You know what I'm saying? There's always a better version of us. No matter how good we get, there's always a better version. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm sure I might get annoying some days, bro. But I mean, this far, bro, everybody in here has testimonies of growth, not
Yeah.
only financial, but on a personal level, as men, as fathers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here has literally grown. So I don't think it's so much more of I don't think it's so much of like what I'm doing and what I'm not doing, but like what I'm speaking to these guys of like, no, bro, like we can be these people. We can move to this standard to where we change the perspective of what a barber is. Like you
Yeah.
can check our Google reviews, bro. Like everybody in here has a dope ass reputation with their clients because it's a genuine, you know, uh, it's a genuine instillment of respect, bro. Respecting yourself first. So I think that might be it. I don't sit here and try to fucking brag or boast like I got everything figured out. Like, nah, bro. I tell these dudes like, bro, like we have to talk. As much time that we spend together, bro. Like, if whoever feels comfortable with it, right? Like, nah, bro. Like, tell me your problems, bro, so that we can know how to manage each other on a day to day basis, knowing if somebody's having a rough day or some shit going on at home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
not that we have to know everything, but just being honest with each other on not only what's going on a daily basis, but what we all want, for the future. And
Yeah.
some dudes are still figuring it out. They're still trying to become the best barber that they can right now. So I don't think it's I want my main um, mindset when building this place and every renovation that has been is like I got to make this place somewhere so dope that like I would want to work at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everything that's been said around is the idea of the staff being comfortable being here and wanting to be here. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not the cheapest place to be at, and there is certain standards that certain shops don't even fucking think about. That down to greeting people at the door, bro, or not even a dress code, but just a standard of dressing of like, bro, just fucking look like you give a shit. Not that you gotta look fly every day, but get yourself together, bro. Like, no, we can't wear no basketball shorts and no slides. Like, I absolutely hate seeing shops that carry themselves like that, bro, or like just leaving shit on the floor, neck strips. Just you know what I'm saying? Like people walk in and see this shit and they're just like, ugh, bro, like y'all motherfuckers are dirty. Y'all are like, there's no order, bro. There's no order, and it shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when people come in here, bro, and they see the cleanliness and they see the uniform, like the chairs looking the same and shit matching and the branding and that off rip puts a higher respect on the barber for just working here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People come in here wanting us, wanting that higher quality service. So I tell them, bro, like if anybody that peeps the Limitless page that is genuine on wanting a haircut and finding a new barbershop, they're gonna already think like, oh, okay, bet when I go here, it's like I'm gonna get a dope service. I'm gonna get a good haircut.
Yeah.
So it's not about at that point. It's not anything about what I do. It's everything about what you do. Everything that you do is gonna reflect on if they come back or not. And maybe they won't come back to you. If the marketing and the branding is going hard enough, they're gonna just come try another person. They're gonna try another barber. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then that person might match it. And at that point, if that person doesn't match, then they're probably not coming back. And that person. But our retention rate is above 80%, bro. It's like 87. The last time I checked it was like 87.3. And a lot of the times that it shows that like the retention rate that isn't tracked, is because it was somebody that just drove by the city, and they found us on Google real quick, and they are probably never coming back until they come to Texas again, type deal.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some people that said that they've drove over here from wherever out of state, flown from out of state,
Yeah,
just to come
yeah,
get a cut.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
The most recent one was an entire family that drove from, I think it was Abilene, bro, that just to see Lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like they woke up at I don't know what time to beat traffic to get here, and it's crazy to me, bro.
yeah,
It's crazy to me, but I tell all these guys it's not crazy because it's true, bro.
yeah.
It's,
Lucky does some dope shit, and then JD, man, JD's a fool with that straight
oh
razor.
man, he's they're both bad mamma jammas,
Yeah,
bro. Like I said, everybody in here, bro, has grown, bro. Like with their skills, with their mindset, with how they carry themselves, bro. And that's my biggest like flex. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Is look at the growth. You know, the money and all that shit is cool, bro. Like pray to God. If not this year, then next year is gonna be the first year that Limitless revenue is $1 million. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we've gotten damn close. We've hit 600,000. While we were changing things, we hit a little bit of a drop, went down to like 475, but now we're getting back up to those numbers. That doesn't make me a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? That's just the amount of revenue that's coming in and
yeah.
out, into everybody's
That's
hands.
divided amongst all y'all
Everybody.
bills, all that.
All
Yeah,
that. So, I don't know. To me, I tell the guys, like, I don't know about y'all, but being a part of a team that makes a business $1 million business, bro, that turns me the fuck on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, to be able to hold, like, I'm a part of that. Not like that place is carrying me. Like, no, I contributed into that. Like, I almost wanted to be like, let's turn up to see who can get the number the highest. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, imagine $1 million business and you did a quarter of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, to be able to like, I don't know. It's just when it comes to the entrepreneurship, it's just like you kind of want that that friendly competitiveness of like, how much you make today? You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
without trying to like make it seem like you're stepping on each other, because it's, bro, we're all in here. We're all in here. We're
Together.
all making money. We're all doing the same thing, bro. We're trying to be professionals. We're trying to build a career. You know what I'm saying? So it should be a motivation. Like, damn, you hit that much. Bet next week I'm gonna try to run that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got another question for you. Why haven't you expanded to a second shop?
cause I want to build on a firm foundation, bro.
Are there plans for it?
Oh, 100%. God willing, by the end of this year. My biggest problem has been like, okay, where I would want to put this place, or not this place, but where I would want to put the second location
Yeah,
is damn near double the amount of what it costs to run here. And it scares the shit out of me some days because things could go like that. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And I think of everything. Taking myself physically out of here is gonna change the dynamic of things here, and I want to be able to be sure that everybody in here is comfortable enough and secure enough with their finances that there's no room for any fuckery. Everybody's just like, everybody's making money. Everybody understands the mission. Everybody is comfortable in where they are and understand that they're growing,
yeah,
right? So, and even down to like people that I really look up to. I've noticed a trend, bro, where people open up a business, and just because they made a little bit of money, bro, or they have that title of business owner, they think it's okay to step away. And maybe for some people it is. Maybe you found the right management team to help you do these things, and that's great, because at that point that's where you're making the money work for you. But when you don't have that, and you're choosing to put certain people in position to do certain things, and the foundation isn't set, bro, like things can go bad so fast without you even knowing it. So I caught a trend of this new era of business owners doing that. Open up a business, all of a sudden they want to go on vacations, they want to start spending money here, doing this, doing that. And it's like, yeah, that's what we're all aiming for, bro, but like, how realistic is it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you can stack this money and spend that time in your 40s and 50s,
That you know, I'm
doing that.
I'm I'm trying to build up to $30,000 a month on a personal revenue, because I'm not I didn't do all this shit to still live a regular life. And not that I'm not trying to live like this extravagant life or anything like that, but I'm realistic of when it comes to, wanting to have your wife in a nice car, wanting to have your family in a nice house. I don't want my kids to fucking put up with the bullshit of fucking public school. So I want to be able to afford to put my kids in private school and making sure my kids are getting the education that I didn't, whether they go
Yeah,
to college or not. If you plug into the right private school, bro, your kids are learning shit that we didn't learn until our 20s, and that's because we decided we wanted to learn it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, or because we needed to learn it because we fucked this up and now we got to learn this to fix that. You know what I'm saying? So it costs money to live, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are trying to like, well, I don't want to work anymore, and it's just like, bro, like how realistic is it, bro? You know what I mean? Like how realistic is this lifestyle that you're saying you want to live and all this shit that you want to do? Like, nah, bro, there's so much work. I know millionaires, bro, that still wake up at 5 a.m. every day to get to fucking work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm nowhere near making $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like on a real revenue, and it's like, so it's like, who the fuck am I to say like I can just start doing all this extra shit when to me it's not real yet. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like that's my goal as a man, as a husband, to be able to provide financially and have that time freedom, right?
yeah,
To, at least if I, pretty much rainy days, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because a real hustler has to work, bro. Whether it's 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day, like a chunk of your day goes into working no matter what, And
yeah.
there's a lot of people that are opening businesses and thinking that it's just gonna work itself out, but it's like hell no, bro. There's so much shit that has to be done.
What advice would you give to somebody wanting to get in this business or wanting to open up their own shop or has one that's open and struggling?
Has one and struggling is tough to say, because I've never considered myself like struggling. It's just more so doing what I got to do to at least make the shit meet while we're growing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Um, I feel like a lot of people that are struggling, bro, it's it's almost in a sense. I mean, and don't get me wrong, some people just get dealt shitty cards, bro, and like sometimes that's just, what I'm saying, there ain't shit we could do about it. But there's a lot of people that find themselves struggling. There's this podcast I watch, bro. It's called Real AF by Andy Frisella. And he said something one day. He said, "Man, I hear a lot of dudes bitching and complaining every day about how they don't know how they ended up where they are, or they don't understand why this isn't happening for them, or why this is happening to them." He's like, "But look back at the last 100 days of your life, simply the last 100 days, and tell me if you even put in enough work to deserve to complain about what you're complaining about."
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times that, I do hear people struggling, I'm just like, bro, you're doing it to yourself, player. You're blocking yourself from your own blessings, and it's
yeah,
like that looks different for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But for somebody that wants to get into it, bro, it just depends on how nice you want your shop to look. If you want your shop to look extravagant and you want the most modern technology in your shop when it comes to lighting and the ring lights and the flooring and all that shit, bro, you're close to 100K. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to drop it all in one chingazo, realistically, starting off on a minimal level, and you like the same route that I took, where you're constantly having to reinvest to make it look better. Starting off at the bare minimum 30, and that's getting a few chairs, your licensing, your registration. Regulation with the city and all that shit. Plumbing, if you have to do any plumbing. A lot of the times, a lot of the places aren't ready for a barbershop. You have to fix the plumbing to get a shampoo bowl in a certain area, and you got to do with contractors and a lot of nonsense, bro.
yeah,
That has to happen. Electrical stuff. You want your light set up a certain way, like. Unless you're just a handy ass man that knows how to do all these things, bro, it costs $1,000 here, $2,000 there, just to get people to come out to do the shit for you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's definitely money, bro. You gotta have money and go ahead and add another 2 months to anything that could possibly go wrong when trying to build this barbershop. Contractors run late, materials run behind, you know, plumbing situation, there's always something, bro. There's always something that's gonna delay the time frame that you had. You know what I'm saying? And there's a bunch of lessons in it, but that's just for the people that are looking for the lessons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
And advice for the youngsters that are thinking about being barbers
man, advice for the youngsters, bro.
that are looking up to y'all here at Limitless.
Straight up, bro. The respect you put on yourself is the respect that this game is gonna pay you back. Straight up. No matter how old you are, how young you are, bro, if you are serious about what you want to do, who you are, and how you move with true morals about being a good person, a respectful person, somebody that cares about the service that they're providing, bro,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a big ass game changer to compared to somebody that's just trying to finesse and just trying to hustle because they like the way their lifestyle looks.
Yeah.
Like I talk a lot about like my man Kobe. He's 42, turned 42 the other day. He was in the oil field, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro was making some cheese, stupid cheese,
Yeah.
And even with that, he understood the fucking money is and everything, bro. Like, what's all this money for if I'm hours away from my family on a daily basis? I'm not getting to see my kid grow up. You know what I'm saying? So he decided that he thought it was gonna be easy to become a barber. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm gonna go to barber school. A couple racks, whatever, a few racks. 6, 7 months, easy, walk in the park. But it's the day to day of different heads, different hair textures, different personalities. Um, if you don't know Spanish, you got a lot of Latinos in this area that are coming in, and you gotta try to figure out what they're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of little micro things,
That can fuck off your money.
quick too,
Yeah.
quick. So even right now, he's still not charging because I told him if you want to burn your name, go ahead, charge $20. Get your $20. I know $20 ain't much to you. Give it away for free. If you give it away for free and you still give it the utmost respect, one, they got nothing, they can do nothing but respect it. Two, they probably gonna want to tip you if you did well. Three, you got all the room to fuck up because you're still doing it for free.
Yeah.
And over all of that, you got the repetition in, and you were able to get content out of it to be able to help you bring in more people. So there's so much value in taking away the value.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's another thing. That's a big key for anybody that's looking into getting into barbering, and you don't got nobody that wants to let you cut their hair and give it away for free. Go up to strangers, people. You know what I'm saying? You at the corner store, at the gas station, or at Walmart, and there's just people that you kind of just make eye contact with. You just feel like some type of connection with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the person that you want to. Hey, brother, here's my business card. Say free haircut on the back, right? Here's my business card, free haircut for you, man. First haircut's on the house. I'm trying to build my clientele. I would love to connect with you. You're the type of person that I want to be my clientele. So, if or whenever you need, please come see me. And if you're really serious about it, hey, bro, the shop's 5 minutes down the road, you really need a haircut, and I'm gonna give it to you for free anyways. Let me bless you, bro. Pull up. Let's go. Come on. That's a testimony. That's happened before. And the person that I heard that from is, who Vic Blends is?
I think so.
The dude that's in Atlanta giving out free haircuts at the park to
Oh, yeah,
everybody.
yeah, yeah.
That he's the dude that was chasing down people to follow him to the shop so that he can give them a free haircut. And look who he is now. You know what I'm saying? That dude's a fucking celebrity, bro. Courtside seats and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much value from taking away the value, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's dope.
if you're looking for the value, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, bro. So it's a lot that goes into it, bro. But this game, bro, it's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. You get to meet beautiful people, man. And if you carry yourself well, you get to talk about it one day. You know what I'm saying? Because it builds, it grows, it compounds over time, If I would been fucking off the past 13 years of my life, that would have shown too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So thankfully, you know, to who I was raised to be by my mother and my father, man, like it's been it's been growing, bro. And thankfully, I'm not the only one that's getting the benefits from it. You know, like every single one of these guys is benefiting from this, bro. And that's what like keeps me going every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Now that was the hustle. Let's get into the health, dog. Cause I know you
yeah,
be going to the gym, and you was telling me off camera, you started a carnivore diet,
yeah, man. So
lifestyle, I should say.
trying, man, trying getting into. I'm going 3 weeks into that gym. I ain't been on the gym as much as I would like to
Damn.
be. Just I mean, but it's life, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Nah, I get in the way.
I could be a freak of nature and be up by 3:30 in the morning every day, but you know, I believe that there's certain seasons to where you got to grind in certain things a little bit harder. You know what
And
I'm saying?
and and this is kind of why I wanted to start the health side on this podcast platform, is because you have those people on Instagram that are like, oh man, I own my own business. I get up at 3 a.m. and work out. These people that say that you can't do that, you know, don't believe them. They're just making excuses. But it's like, no, like you're a millionaire living in this house. Chefs preparing your food.
Yep.
You got a sauna, you got a gym at your house.
Yep.
That's easy for you.
Yep.
The everyday person, you know, sometimes it ain't realistic.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. It's tough, but I think even like so I had my year, bro, where I was a gym rat every single day, lost 100 pounds. You know, I was putting on muscle. People were noticing, my the respect in my career changed because I was now just the regular barber to the barber that I like gave a fuck about his life and his appearance and gave a fuck about things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it came to like, bro, what are you doing? How you doing it? So that it shifted. That's whenever it shifted that Cruz is now starting to give real advice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it did a lot for me, bro. And I'm thankful for it. But I also realized like, what's the point of the gym? Don't get me wrong. Like, there's so many benefits from going to the gym, bro. But you locked it in. You've done it, right? But I'm not gonna force going to the gym if it's gonna take away energy from what I'm doing on my day-to-day thing.
Because I mean, a lot of people don't know. They might look at what y'all do and they're like, oh man, that's nothing. But like, nah, y'all are standing up for, and the same thing goes for people that work at salons. They're standing up 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and that continuous hand motion and finger motion, man, that can wear somebody down.
I mean, let alone like the standing up part that 12, 13 hours, yeah, that'll definitely get to you. But the micro focusing, bro, the micro focusing of trying to get a haircut to perfection while still talking, while still leading, while still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Some people get tired just, man, my arm's getting tired. I'm trying to watch this video. It's only been 10 minutes. It's like, nah, I'm 30 minutes doing this, in a haircut.
Bro, and I ain't get a lunch break either.
Yeah.
You feel me? But that's just now what I'm getting to is, if you're really grinding, it's okay to miss the gym if you're building to get back into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this time around, like, I'm not, bro, back then I was, working a 12, 13-hour day, getting out of here at 9:30, 10 o'clock, getting to the gym 11:30, midnight, after going home, taking a shit, resetting real quick. You know what I'm saying? Not going to sleep till 3, 4 in the morning, back up at 9 a.m. Like, I was doing it. I wasn't waking up at 3. I was the nocturnal version of the shit. You know what I'm saying? And getting home, right? Still being cracked out on my fucking pre-workout. So I'm cracking out videos till 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And that was my life. I swear, it was my life every day for a year. And as good as it was for me and as much progress as I had, bro, I just found myself burnt out. You know, because there was, like, I didn't have a work-life balance yet because I was building, bro. Like, it was like true building, making videos, hiring fucking camera people, going out to events, making merch. Like, it was just so much going on at one time that I didn't have time to not chill. So it was doing something was what was keeping me fueled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
until I got burnt out. And now I pretty much I'll dabble, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll try to go gym 2 3 times a week, and then I'll miss a week, and I'll get back into it. And but with this carnivore diet, bro, I think it's really gonna be a change in the game for me, bro, because the energy that I've received from it and the sleep that I've been receiving from it, bro, has been a world of a difference when it comes to mental clarity. Even like, bro, even down to talking in this podcast, like compared to the last podcast I did, I can not that like I wasn't looking at my mental clarity back then, but I'm looking at it now and I'm noticing the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, my inflammation, bro. I've been barbering for 13 years now. You know what I'm saying? My back is fucked up. My knees are fucked up. My hips are fucked up due to a lot of shit that's my fault. That even through working out, I wasn't stretching, and like to this day, I can't touch my fucking toes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big problem of mine. That I guess, and I don't really do the resolutions, but by the end of this year, motherfucker, I better be able to touch my toes. So, um, but it's all been a building process to be able to have the time to be able to, okay, now I can work a regular fucking schedule, get into the shop at 10, 11, normally 10, be out by 7 o'clock, go home, be able to have dinner with my girl, take a shower and crash out to wake up and do it again the next day, you know, and be up by a reasonable fucking time in the morning, 5:30, 6 a.m., you know what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
be able to slowly get my day going, you know, read a little bit of a book, try to, you know, and not do no fucking crazy ass workout, bro. Like I'm just trying to stay active, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay active, bro. I don't give a fuck about fucking being this big old jack dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to stay active, bro. I just want to feel healthy. I just want to feel good and whole. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
What drove you to want to go to the carnivore diet?
Uh, Actually, straight up, my boy Kano, the owner of Uppercuts, he's like 10 years older than me, 9 10 years older than me, and he listed all the benefits that he's received since 2 weeks into the carnivore diet, bro. And everything I just listed, bro, like the mental clarity, the inflammation loss. He's been barbering 20 years. You know, so that fool has arthritis in his hands. His hands was moving again, no problem. You know, so that kind of like locked it in for me. That I was just like, bro, you know, this dude that lives a similar lifestyle to me, that's, you know, reaps like getting all these benefits from a just simple dietary change that I've been looking forward to doing anyways. It just made me pull the trigger on it, you know. So I went, I did it. Luckily, I already knew about this dope meat store out here in Dallas. It's called Burgundy's Local. Um, it's quality meats and stuff. So I've been intrigued because I've learned how to cook steak and making my eggs how I like them and seasoning everything how I like it, you know, and
What type of eggs you eating?
just over easy, bro.
Well, not like
Just pasture, just
pasture raised.
yeah, pasture raised,
Yeah.
cage free, all the, you know what I'm saying?
Where the yolk ain't yellow, is orange.
Yeah. So I mean, and it's been good, bro. Even like last week on Friday was my first tough day with this diet, right? Because I was so damn busy that I missed my lunch. By the time I got out of here, I had been working 13 hours, and I still had to go home and cook my steak and clean and do all that shit and take a shower. You know what I'm saying?
You getting grass fed?
Oh yeah, everything. So I was just like, you know what? Like, let me put this to the test to see if I can really do it in a reasonable time, where it ain't too much to clean, it ain't too much to cook. And the thought crossed my mind, like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna just go to Whataburger. Fuck this shit, I'm tired. But I thugged it out, bro. I thugged it out. I went home, I cooked my steak, ate my eggs with my avocado, bro. And by the time I was done washing the last dish, or the pan, I should say, bro, I felt great. And I was just like, bro, what literally crossed my mind was like, bro, you would have felt like shit had you ate that Whataburger. You know, when I go to
Yeah.
Whataburger, I go to Whataburger, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I give me a number two, give me a ranch with that motherfucker, large my fries and my drink, because I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm about to go home, eat, and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's just something so small of a change, bro, that, you know, like even today, I went to go buy 10 steaks, $260 for the week, bro. So I'm still saving money, you know, because I would spend I'm spending about $25 to $30 a steak, bro. When you go to Chick-fil-A or Whataburger or anywhere, bro, you're spending $15 $17, and so
Sometimes you're doing that twice a day.
bro, twice 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
on top of that, I was drinking Starbucks every day, bro. So I'm still saving money. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I feel so much better. My mental clarity. I'm like, even the guys are like, bro, your energy's been good, bro. You know what I'm saying? So all these little things that as I was preaching to somebody at the church the other day, I ain't too much of a preaching man, you know what I'm saying? But um, the Lord's been on my heart to serve a little bit more lately, you know what I'm saying? And one of the leaders at the church had came up to me and he was giving me his condolences for my dad and told me how he had just passed kidney stone. I was like, man, the main thing I learned in this world as a man, all we have is our intention. And that breaks down into everything, bro. Everything we watch, who we talk to, what we choose to do, what we choose to put in our mouths, what we drink, what we don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everything counts, bro. So I was just like, you as a man of God should not be passing kidney stones, my boy. And he looked at me like, damn, what the fuck did I walk into? You know what I'm saying? But it's just this whole new realm, bro, of like, it's with the passing of my pops, you know, that I've just had like a realization of, or maybe a reminder of just your day to day intention matters, bro.
Yeah.
Every day matters. Everything you do every day matters. You know what I'm saying? Because 100 years, I mean, fuck, I'm sorry, 100 days pass by, and you look back and you either have results or you have a bunch of bullshit to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that your health definitely ties into your wealth and your fucking everything else that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're not hitting the gym, bro, like mental health. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's big, bro. So what you're doing as a man, as a human, bro, reflects on how you feel about yourself and how you're moving on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I really don't care what anybody has to say about that. Like I fucking stand on that, because if you're moving in a shitty way, bro, you're gonna feel shitty ways. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, now they say that now sitting is the equivalent of smoking. You know what I mean?
Sitting?
Sitting, yeah.
How
So
so?
just not moving.
Okay.
So being active, I mean, just getting up and getting active,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that all people need to do. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah.
Because you got those people that, they wake up, drive to work, got a desk job, sit there the whole time, go home, sit down on a chair, eat some, watch TV, and what they're finding out is like those people, they ain't living very long, man.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
Gotta be active.
my pops, he tells me, a body at rest stays at rest. A body in motion stays in motion.
Nah, straight up.
You know,
Hey, I watched a video the other day that I can't remember. It was like Indonesia or some part in the world like that, where these people they don't have mattresses and bed frames, and you know what I'm saying. They
yeah,
they have a cushion on the floor. So people that are 75, 80 years old that are still having to do a full squat on a day-to-day basis to get into bed and out of bed. And these are the people that are living, still moving around 90 years old and kicking like a 60-year-old here in the United States. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and so go to your point, like a body that is in motion stays in motion. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, and that's really what I've been preaching to my mom. With this whole passing of my pops. She's been doing good, but she'll have her tough days, and I'm just like, yo, like
Got to
you
get up, move
you
around.
gotta get up and move around, mama. Like you have nothing holding you back anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like your kids are grown, your husband's gone, like you're still young, you're beautiful, you got plenty of life in you, mama. Like what are you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? Like what do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah,
you could
because
do.
and I hate to say this, but I mean it is something that happens where when one spouse loses the other, that spouse that's now living ain't too far behind because they get in that depression mode where they don't move,
Yeah.
and it's that stationary, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that. It's the same thing with. I know a lot of people that know folks that retire. It ain't the old age that kills them. They retired. They went home. They never got off that sofa.
Yep.
Within 5 years, they gone.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
but I know other people that retire, get a part-time job, and 80, 90 years old,
Yep.
still moving.
Still moving, man. And
Yeah,
that I was talking to my sister today, and it's as men of family men.
yeah,
I'm not a family man yet. I don't have my own kids yet, but I've always told my family like everything I'm doing is to become a dad, so
yeah,
that I can stand on what I've built and be able to actually lead by example and not just do as I say, not as I do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I want to like watch what I'm doing. Like my pastor said it on Sunday. Like whether you're doing good or you're doing bad, they're watching and you're teaching them.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad, they're learning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that shit lives with me, bro. Like you as a man, bro, everything you do counts, bro. Like down to the bullshit. You know, it's everything counts, bro. So it's like the saying, like the way you do anything is the way you do everything, bro. You know,
Yeah.
and that's real big when it comes to, you know, health and wealth, bro. Like it's if you half-ass shit behind closed doors, bro, and when it comes time to show your work and you're a half-asser, bro, you're put on the spot, you know, because you're put out to perform, but half-assing shit all the, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just it gets deep, bro. It gets real deep. To advice that I'll give to anybody that hasn't read yet, never read this book yet, is The Way of the Superior Man, bro. That book right there is like that has changed my life on not only, you know, how to carry yourself as a man, but how to deal with your spouse and how to, you know, uh, move from your core is like the main thing. You know, finding a reason that allows you to move from your core, bro, that so that like it's something that nobody can take away from you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that book is definitely a must read. And if you haven't read it, bro, I highly recommend it, bro. And I'd love to run this back on another episode and talk about that book because there's just so much. It's so packed with knowledge, bro. That is it's mind blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, bro. It's good. Yeah,
But
man.
shit, I appreciate you letting me have you on, bro.
Yeah. How we do?
I think we did good.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, bro. I love it, man. Y'all check out this episode and we gonna run it back in the future, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.